Hello everyone, a warm good morning to all of you. Would like to welcome to all to our this session of complete paper solution of SSB lecture 2023 December with extra informations. Again, would welcome to the part 2 of our the complete paper solution of SSB lecture series. So guys, as you know, in the last session we have discussed till the question number 10. In this session we'll resume from the question number 11 to the 20. Okay, so 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 this is our target. Okay, so the target 11 to 20 questions. So guys, as you know, before starting our discussion, would like to brief to all of you regarding the objective of the today's session. The first objective to develop an extensive understanding of each and every questions. Okay guys. Then second objective to free from doing mistake in examination. Okay, so to free from doing mistake in examinations. Then third thing, to help you memorize the maximum information. So the target to help you to memorize the maximum information. So this is going to be a three broader objective under which I uh, I need to target in each and every questions. Okay guys, so I hope you all agree with this point, and without delay let's start with the question number 11, that who referred to himself as the last Marxist. Okay, so the last Marxist, option A uh, Marx Horkheimer, option B Gramsci, option C Isaiah Berlin, and option D Georgian Habermas. Okay, so I hope you all know the answer, and the answer of this question is option D. Okay, option D, Georgian Habermas consider himself as a last Marxist. So let's refer the solution. Okay, Georgian Habermas in his negation, the essay in critical theory. So one of the paper by Georgian Habermas, the negation essay in critical theory 1968, did a critical analysis of empirical and behavioral argument. Okay, so remember guys, Georgian Habermas belong to the resurgence of the political theory. Okay, resurgence of the political theory. Okay, resurgence of political theory. Okay, Georgian Habermas, and he did a critical analysis of empirical and behavioral argument, and he belongs to the resurgence of the political theory. Okay, so this could be asked in your examination. Okay, and he reinterpreted the Marxist understanding with analysis of contemporary circumstance. Okay, so simultaneously Georgian Habermas also a new Marxist, and he did a Marxist understanding with analysis of contemporary circumstance. Okay, he tried to interpret the Marxist by through picking out a contemporary input and consider Marxism as a still meaningful enterprise. So that could be asked in your examination, that who consider Marxism as a still meaningful enterprise. Now it is Georgian Habermas. Okay, so Georgian Habermas consider Marxism as a still meaningful enterprise in the contemporary circumstance. In addition to that, he considered himself as last Marxist. So this was already asked. Now they can ask the question, who consider Marxism as a still meaningful enterprise. It is Georgian Habermas, and because of that he considered himself as a last Marxist. Okay, as a last Marxist who bring the interpretation of the doctrine of the Marxists in the light of contemporary circumstance. Okay, so Georgian Habermas, the one who talks about the Marxism as a still meaningful enterprise. Okay, and as a new Marxist scholar, he critically analyzed the contemporary capitalism under two heads. Okay, so he critically analyzed the contemporary capitalism. Okay, the capitalism under two heads. The first, to Habermas, the real problem to democracy is not bureaucracy but capitalism. Another question here, already they have asked the question, like I can show you also. This is very important question, that To Habermas, the real problem to democracy, okay, to real problem to democracy is not bureaucracy but capitalism, because capitalism destroy the environment. Capitalism create a threat to the environmental security, okay, environmental security, okay, human security. This capitalism destroy the human security. So according to George Habermas, okay, they belong to the critical theory to the political understandings. And reconstructs, another point is according to George Habermas, the the contemporary analysis, the reconstruct economy to explain the conflict in capitalism. Why conflict in capitalism? He talked about the reconstruct economy, okay. So this is how the brief about George Habermas. Four question we have learned from this these seeds. That first thing you need to remember, he wrote a paper essay, negation essay in critical theory. Then second question, the resurgence of political theory. Third question, he considered Marxism as a still meaningful enterprise, and he himself considers as a last Marxist. That is the fourth question, okay. He himself considered as the last Marxist. That is the fourth question. And fifth question, he considered capitalism as a threat to the environmental security. That is the fifth question. So from here we need to remember the 5 different type of questions, okay guys. Okay, just remember George Habermas considered as the last Marxist, okay. So if it is clear, then we will move to the another question, that who defined political culture as the set of attitudes, beliefs, sentiments which gives order and meaning to the political process, okay. Political process and the political culture include attitude, belief, sentiment, gives a order and meaning to political process. Option A C. Double Mills, option B Lucian Pye, option C Harold Laswell, and option D S. M. Lispet. So what is the appropriate answer of question number 12? Okay. So the correct answer of this question is option B, Lucian Pye. Okay. So Lucian Pye define political culture as a set of attitudes, beliefs, sentiment which gives order and meaning to the political process, okay. So this is how the question and answer. Then what we need to learn from this, let's quickly recap the concept related to the political culture or the Lucian Pye. So Lucian Pye in 1965, okay, in 1965 Lucian Pye define political culture involve the attribute including the attitudes, feeling, sentiments, beliefs and value which concern the nature of the politics. So exact statement defined by Lucian Pye in his book The Aspect of the Political Development. So there are the few of the book which could ask, okay, wrote by the Lucian Pye. For example, Aspect of Political Development, Political Culture Revisited, Political Culture and Political Development. So these are the important book wrote by Lucian Pye: Political Culture, Political Development, Political Culture Revisited, Aspect of the Political Development. So they can ask the question in form of the match of the following, or the choose the wrong pair, or which books written by Lucian Pye. So that could be the probable question in our upcoming examinations, okay. So this is your political culture and Lucian Pye. And for extensive study regarding each and everything, for example, Gabriel Almond, Samuel Finner, the your Robert Dahl, okay. So for the comprehensive study of the political culture, you can go and refer the YouTube channel of mine. There I have already completed a class on political cultures, okay. So this is the question of the political culture. Another question, the process whereby the individual are initiated into dominant values, traditions of society. Society is the keyword, is known as what? Okay, the process in which the individual across which the dominant values or tradition of the society is the keyword. It is known as what? Political modernization. Option B, political mobilization. Option C, political socialization, and option D, political participation. So what would be the appropriate answer? The correct answer of this question is option see the political socialization. Okay, so what is political socialization? As I said, the society is the keyword, and you need to remember that political socialization talk about the concept related to the values, tradition of the society that individual learn by the process regarding the values, traditions of the society, that is the political socialization. So what is political socialization? Let's quickly recap. Political socialization is a process which create attitude, belief and orientation of the individual to the political system. Okay, so the attitude, the belief and orientation, this is created within the society, be it your family, be it your school, be it your exposed to any organization. So these are the structure. Okay, these are the structures within society which help to create a understanding and educate regarding the political process or political system. That is how political socializations. Okay, you socialize yourself, okay, with the help of society in a political system. That is how political socialization. Similarly, political modernization, political participation. Okay, I have already make a video on it, so you can refer that thing. So political socialization means you need to remember the value, the traditions, the belief of the society which help to understand the political system. That is political socializations. And political socialization is a process of society. Keyword, as I said, the society. Okay, every society having the separate identity, every kind of society. For example, within Odisha, the western Odisha, there are different kind of tradition, culture. For example, in eastern Odisha, there are different kind of value, tradition. There is also variance in language. Okay, so that is how the different society have a different identity and continuous process. The political socialization is a continuous process. For example, the changing in the government regimes, political regimes. A political party ruling right now, currently the another political party is ruling. So this is how a continuous process are working in the political socialization with a dynamic and changing in natures. It is not static. Remember, political socialization is never ever static. It's always evolve. It's always dynamic. Okay, you can also experience in your own field. Okay, by the different time there are different nature of the political understanding. Okay, so changing dynamics are has been occur in the different course of the time. Okay, this is how political socialization, and we have been learned that is how it is dynamic, how there is a separate identity. Okay guys, now another questions, that question number 14, who said Leninism is Marxism? Okay, Leninism is Marxism, the era of imperialism and proletarian revolution. Who said? Option A Stalin, option B Mao, option C Che Guevara, okay, option D Fidel Castro, okay, option D Fidel Castro. So the correct answer we all know that option A Stalin said that now Leninism is a Marxism. Yes, Marxism is ideology, and Leninism is a part of the Marxism which believes the era of imperialism or the proletarian revolutions. Okay. So let's see the other related statement said by the different political the leader or political scientist in the different period of the time. So that could be probable questions. So let's see famous quotation that like G.V. Plekhanov. Okay, G.V. Plekhanov that said Marxism is a world view. So they can ask the question, who said Marxism is a world view? G.V. Plekhanov. Then Marxism is a revolutionary world view that must always struggle for new revolution. The key word is the new revolution. Rosa Luxemburg, okay, one of the orthodox Marxism scholar. So that could be asked that who said Marxism is a revolutionary worldview that must always struggle for new revolution is the keyword. Rosa Luxemburg, new revolution. So you don't require to remember the entire statement, but just the keyword new revolution, that you should click in your mind that Rosa Luxemburg consider Marxism is a revolutionary worldview that must always struggle for new revolution. Rosa Luxemburg. Then Leninism is Marxism of the era of imperialism and the revolution, the proletarian revolution. Joseph Stalin. Okay, PYQ. Joseph Stalin, PYQ. It was already asked in UGC net, and this time also asked in your SSB lecture. Okay guys. Okay. Then only the guns are turned into the opposition direction. Lenin. Okay, who said the only the guns are turned in the opposition direction? It is said by Lenin. That could be a question in your examination. Lenin. Then another question can be asked: revolution are the festivals of oppressed and exploited. Okay, okay, okay. So the beautiful ornament language they used, that revolution. Okay, it is a festival for whom oppressed and the exploited. Here who is exploited or who is oppressed? Working class. Okay, working class. So revolution is a festival. Revolutions are festival for the working class or oppressed or exploited. That is how said by Lenin. Okay, so that could be a probable question. The Lenin believed that revolution are festival of oppressed and exploited. Okay, Lenin. Then another quotations: the worker don't spontaneously become socialist. Worker don't spontaneously become socialist, but only trade unionist. Only trade unionist and revolutionary ideology. Revolutionary ideology, Marxism. Revolutionary ideology must in consequence be brought to them by a professional revolutionary. Okay, professional revolutionary. Okay, he talks that worker are not what that educated enough to create a socialist revolution or to change the ideology, to change to bring a change in political ideology. The worker are not enough, and there is requirement of professional revolutionary. Okay, professional revolutionary. So he emphasized that political party is a vanguard of revolution. Political party, they are the professional, is the professional revolutionary. Okay, who will introduce the spontaneous socialist order. Okay, okay. And also the it is not only the trade union but also the professional revolutionary, that is a political party. They are the professional organization. Their work what? Their work to criticize the existing government, to change the always to always attempt to change the existing government. Okay, with the help of spreading the propaganda, spreading the different doctrine, and propagate the ideology to the masses. Okay guys, okay. So this is the professional, they are the professional revolutionary. And also your trade union will help to establish the socialist ideology. And this statement said by Lenin that worker don't spontaneously become socialist, but only trade unionist and the revolutionary ideology must in consequence be brought to them by professional revolutionary. That is said by Lenin. So this is the first thing you need to remember, this statement, because there is maximum chances that can be asked in your examination. The first statement, second question, third question already asked, fourth question, fifth question, sixth questions. So total 6 question you get from here. If they ask question, then you need to very clear about this statement. Okay, okay. So hope you all remember this line. Okay guys, okay, fine. So this was how our previous year question, and we have covered the related fact. Another thing which I want to tell you, whenever you discuss this question, just Google the Guevara, Che Guevara. So the thinker related to which school of thought, what are the contribution. So that could be help in your upcoming examination. Okay. Then moving to the next question. Next question is a conceptual question. Read the following statement and identify the correct one. Okay, okay. So whenever you study any kind of questions like this, you need to emphasize the correct or incorrect. Okay, so you have to choose the correct or incorrect things according to the questions. So correct in the our scenario, correct answer you need to find. Option first, social justice is derived from the moral consideration. Okay, okay. So option second, social justice is a negation of justice. Okay. Option third, social justice violate the principle of equality. Okay. So these questions is the general questions, and we need to answer this question as per the general assumption or understandings. Okay, if I go with the general understanding, then what would be the appropriate answer? So first option, social justice is derived from moral consideration. Obviously it is correct. Okay, morality, ethics, right? That is the meaning of the justice. Na? Justice means what? To maintenance of the just social order on the basis of ethical and moral standard. Okay, ethical and moral standard. That is how the social justice, or the, we can say that, the just social order. Okay, then option second, social justice is negation of justice, incorrect. Okay, just try to eliminate method. Option B is eliminated here. Then option C is also eliminated here, because option second is incorrect. And option D is also eliminated. Okay, so with the help of single option, we could able to answer the question number 15 and answer option A. So let's have a quick recap of the question and the related concept of the social justice. What does it mean? So justice is a universal concept. Justice is a universal concept, be it your Western country, be it your developing country, be it your Odisha, be it your Jammu and Kashmir, be it your Karnataka, everywhere justice is prevail. And be it your ancient time, be it your contemporary time, from the ancient Greek time to the contemporary time, John Rawls, everywhere, any kind of thinker you talk, justice is available. The justice is a universal concept. And it has a three dimension, like social, economic and political. How many dimension justice? Social, economic, political. So social justice is based on the moral consideration, which I have already told you or clarified you, with object to elimination of discrimination. Our morality, our ethics talks about to elimination of discrimination, elimination of the poverty, to treat the human as a human, protect the human dignity. That is how the talks about moral consideration, elimination of discrimination, exploitation, and promote the justice in society. That is how the social justice. Social justice means what? In society, to eliminate the discrimination, eliminate the exploitation, and eliminate the oppressive condition. That is how the concept of the social justice. Okay, now you all clear. Then after the social justice, we would like to move to the another question. That is how question number 7. Thomas Pogge is known for what? Thomas Pogge is known for what? Option A, feminism, global justice. Option C, distributive justice. And option D, communitarianism. So the appropriate of answer of the question number 16, we all know that global justice. Option B, Thomas Pogge related to global justice. So let's have a quick understanding regarding Thomas Pogge. First of all, you need to remember he wrote a book, World Poverty and Human Rights. Okay, World Poverty and Human Rights, the book written by Thomas Pogge. Okay, so that is important thing. The Thomas Pogge associated with the world poverty and human rights. Then what is global justice? What is global justice? Now global justice according to Thomas Pogge, global justice would be introduced with the responsibility of affluent citizen of developed country. Say for example, USA, developed country. In USA, the citizens are living with a better standard life, and they have the enough amount of the resource. They have enough amount of resource. And according to Thomas Pogge, to eliminate the justice, not only the nation but also at the international level or the world level, the wealthy people of this advanced country like USA need to provide the resource in order to eliminate the poverty from the underdeveloping country or the across the world. That is how the concept of justice or global justice. So how could you establish the justice? Now with the help of resource. And how the resource could be available? Now to draw the resource from the wealthy people. That is how the concept of global justice. And you need to remember, he coined the word the global resource divided. The global resource divided, the term coined by the Thomas Pogge. So who coined the term global resource divided? Thomas Pogge. That could be another expected question in upcoming examination. You all know global justice, Thomas Pogge, and global justice means to distribution of wealth at the global level in a just order. And also world poverty and human rights. Now they can ask the question, global resource divided, word coined by whom? Thomas Pogge. Very important. Thomas Pogge, global justice, first thing. Thomas Pogge, book, world poverty, human rights, second thing. Third thing, global resource divided, word coined by Thomas Pogge. Three important questions could be asked with respect to the Thomas Pogge. Very, very important. Then moving to the another question, a concept, question number 17. Question number 17, a concept that concentrate on refining familiar framework of liberal democracy is known as what? A concept associated with the liberal democracy. Option A. Okay. Option A, procedural democracy. Option B, people's democracy. Option C, representative democracy. Option D, deliberative democracy. Okay. So what is the correct answer of this question? Okay, so the correct answer of this question, we all know option D, deliberative democracy. Okay. So let's see the solution, what the solution box talk all about. So we need to understand the difference between the procedural democracy, deliberative democracy and representative democracy to encounter this kind of questions. Okay, for better understanding of this question, we need to understand these things. What is procedural democracy, deliberative democracy and representative democracy? Procedural democracy means what? Based on the procedure, democratic value like equality, justice and ideal society. Procedure means which is available only theory. Our theory of democracy believes equality, power held by the people, ideal society, justice, but this thing is not exercised in the society. Theory is talk about something, society is refer something. So procedural theory of justice believe in what? The value of the democracy only. For example, election conducted in every 5 years. So procedural democracy limited only to the procedure that conducting the election each and every 5 years. That is how the things. But still inequality exists, still injustice exists, still the railway accident, railway crisis exists, still the poverty are exist in the society, unemployment is increasing, all the things happen and power is not held the masses. So this is how procedural democracy, election limited to election, there is no as such the political democracy. Political democracy is there, right to vote, but social democracy is not there, economic democracy is not there. There is still exploitation, discriminations, etc. That is how procedural democracy limited to only election. Deliberate democracy is not a type but a form. Okay, I would not say deliberate democracy is a type, but it is a form of democracy. It equivalent to liberal democracy. How? As both agree with toleration, discussion, debate, idle speech situations. Okay. So the elements of liberal democracy, the idle speech situation, discussion, debate, tolerations. Okay, any kind of policy based on discussion, toleration, debate, okay, idle speech situation, no matter how you educated or uneducated, each and everyone's idea and consent is matter a lot, including everyone's rights to speech, rights to express, deliberations. That is the part of deliberative democracy. And deliberative democracy is also familiar to the I would say liberal democracy, because liberalism or liberal democracy, they believe idea and tolerations. Okay, tolerations. And who is the proponent of the deliberate democracy? Hannah Arendt, John Rawls and Habermas. Okay. So Habermas, John Rawls, Hannah Arendt, they are the proponent of deliberate democracy, which believes the idea of liberal aspect, that liberal to allow each and everyone the freedom to express, discussion, deliberation. That is how deliberate democracy. Okay. Then after deliberate democracy, what is the representative democracy? People have a confusion with the deliberate democracy and representative democracy, liberal democracy and representative democracy. My dear all, there is a clear difference between the deliberate democracy, representative democracy, liberal democracy. What is representative democracy? Election is the key tool of it. People govern the indirectly by majoritarian rule, and totalitarian toleration is merely observed. So in representative democracy, you cannot see the concept of tolerations. Okay, in representative democracy there is a majoritarians. Okay. In representative democracy, people are not allowed to freely speak, freely express their rights, or deliberate or collaborations. If you do that thing, there will be anti-defection, there will be unlawful activity. Okay, for example, if you protest against the government, the repentant democracy will say you are doing against the national integration, national unity, you violate the national integrity, you are the terrorist, you are will be convicted under the unlawful activity act. Okay, unlawful activity act. So repentant democracy, you can see right now India is repentant democracy, but still people are people are people are not allowed to speak, people are not allowed to criticize the government. Okay, if you criticize, then you terrorist. So this is how the difference between repentant democracy and liberal democracy, or the deliberate democracy, which talks about the deliberation, dialogue, debate. Okay, that is how the difference. Okay guys, my objective to not counter any government, but to understand the difference, to understand difference between the different form or type of democracy. Okay, so after this question number 18. So that the book and thinker, modernization theory, civic culture, we all know this thing. Okay, civic culture, Almond and Bharba. Okay, green politics, the Derek Wall, modernization theory, Black. Okay, and the feminist promoter, this scholar is not related to feminist promoter. This scholar is anti-feminist. Okay, that's the option C is answer. And this is like very orbit type question, because these name like Kirill Edwin Black, then Philip Satwar's class, Derek Wall, these are basically not that famous scholar. Okay, like Huntington we study, like Almond, Gabriel Almond we study, like Sidney Bharba we study, they are the famous scholar, but they are not famous scholar. But you just need to remember this name, that is enough, because according to me this is very useless question. So dynamic of administration, the book written by whom? Na Black. Okay, Black related to the CE, I would say it is a CE Black wrote a book, Dynamic of Modernization, and he also associated with the modernization theory. Okay, CE Black associated with the dynamic of modernization. Then D Wall. Okay, D Wall, that Derek Wall. Derek Wall is a British politician. He was the joint international coordinator of the Green Party of England and Wales. So in England there is a Green Party. The D Wall associated with the Green Party in England. Okay, so Green Party in England is there, and D Wall associated with the Green Party, and he is a joint international coordinator for the Green Party in England and Wales. That is how you have to remember that the green politics, D Wall or Derek Wall. Then the PS, I would say it is a PS sulfile. Okay, fly, PS sulfile, associated with the anti-feminist. Okay, he is not a feminist promoter but anti-feminist. So this is the anti-feminist PS sulfile. Okay, moving to the another question, the idea of a political legitimacy associated with, it's very easy question, we all know Max Weber. Option B is the answer, Max Weber, the political legitimacy. So let's understand, the Max Weber consider authority is a form of the power and legitimate power. Okay, so he consider authority is a legitimate power in which people have a trust on the authority, trust on the exercise of the power. For example, Indian people follow, or Indian people even also obey the law and order of the Indian government. That is how concept of legitimacy, and authority is a legitimate power. Okay, and how the authority exercise? Now power and legitimacy, the power exercised by the government, and that power also followed by our people. That is how the political legitimacy or authority. That is how the things. Then the last question of our today discussion, as I promised to you, the 10 question for each and every session for the this complete paper solutions SSB lecture 2023 with extra information. So last question, not the least, Plato concept of communism is meant for, it's a very easy question, multiple time we know, and the answer of this question is a philosopher and soldier class. Okay, so philosopher and soldier class associated with the concept of communism, option B. and solution. That concept of communism applicable for only the philosopher and soldier class. Okay, do remember, soldier class and philosopher, the concept of communism only applicable. Why? Now, communism of wives and communism of the property explained by Plato with object to establish the common family who will live in a barrack, or a common wife, or a for common man, and elimination of the private property and family. So according to Plato, the family and private property are the major obstacle before the ideal states. Okay, okay. Even Plato talks about the family are the root cause of the uh, the the disturbance in the political order or political society. Okay, okay. So that's why it talks about there is no family, there is a common family. That is how the communism of wives and family, and it is only applicable to the philosopher and soldier class, and it is not applicable to the worker, because worker have a appetite, worker have a the interest to produce, or they have a the that kind of quality they cannot away from the family. So this is how you need to remember the concept of communism associated with the philosopher and soldier class. It limited only to the philosopher and soldier class according to the Plato. So guys, this is all about from my side. The time is now off and I need to stop the lecture here. Okay, so this is your all about the part 2. Okay, so the complete paper solution part 2 of the SSB lecture 2023 December. And let me provide your valuable suggestion or input that how you like these sessions, and what kind of things you need to you need to reform in our upcoming day. So this is all about from my side, and I would like to request to all of you, kindly subscribe and press the like button if you are new to the channel, and do share with your also friend, everyone, each and everyone, those who are continuously following me. Please share with your each and every friend. If you share with a single friend, that could help for me for achieving the 500 subscriber, as I have a target that this month I make sure our member of 500 subscriber. So this is all about from my side. Thank you everyone for being part of this lesson. Thank you so much.